Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my personal cottage. The foyer introduces you to what to expect when you come to the cottage. You're going to see there's a combination of items that look aged but aren't necessarily, that French Belgian flair, and that idea that I wanted to pursue of that the house was older and had additions on it. So if we start here with the console, this is the first piece you see. Custom made, custom colored, and then on top again various flea market, warehouse sale, garage sale finds that decorate it. The light inexpensive lantern, you see a few of those throughout the house. I've taken the glass off. What I don't like about lanterns is that they collect dust. So this shows the beauty of the shape of the lantern without being distracted by the glass. We've got beadboard on the ceiling, so you're going to see that cottage vibe going through the house. And here, rather than a closet with doors that you would see in a builder house, I had these beautiful wood doors made that really looked like an antique built-in armoire, which is something that you would have seen back 100 years ago. There wasn't a lot of furniture that was that moved around. There was a lot of built-in storage because the houses were tiny. And then on the other side, this is something that I became quite well known for over the years, was to do these shoe cabinets. There's nothing that drives me more crazy, again, you know I'm OCD, than having shoes all over the floor, and at the cottage is no exception for me. When guests arrive, there's spots underneath the console for them to line it up, and then there's this piece specifically for shoe storage. And then here's where I have my little gallery wall of the kids, and again, little flea market find frames. And again, you'll see as in past videos, you're always going to see trays on my furniture. I just find them so handy for everything, for keys, for corralling stuff, for creating little vignettes, for putting your cosmetics on, and you'll see them sprinkled right through. Let's go into the next area. I want to thank everybody for their comments, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. One of the comments that I've seen that was a surprise for me was everybody's appreciation of my fashion sense. And one of the people who actually reached out was a company whose products I appreciate, Lily Silk. So ever since I was younger, I have been obsessed with natural fibers, with luxurious fibers, and with details. And what I love about Lily Silk is that's what this company is all about. They use premium silks and cashmere, doing bedding, clothing, sheets. And there are so many benefits to silk. It is a natural temperature regulator. It allows you to breathe so that you're not sweating. So it can be really worn spring, summer, winter, and fall. Cashmere is much softer, much lighter than wool. Again, breathability, luxurious feeling. So why am I wearing them here at the cottage? Because like my designs, I am attracted to things that will allow me to live a livable luxury lifestyle every single day. I love the idea of being able to have clothing that I can dress up or wear casual. So today you see I've got silk pajama pants. So by nature, the word pajama intones a more casual home setting, but throw a pair of pajama pants on with a pair of heels and a blazer and boom, you've got a fantastic outfit for evening. Livable luxury lifestyle to me is about knowing where to spend the money, and with Lily Silk it's a no-brainer. As I said, bedding, they're doing sheets, they're doing pillowcases, they're doing pajamas, and they're doing day wear. I'm 5'8", so while they are a little bit on the shorter side for me, they have an incredible program where they can customize lengths for you. They can do initials, embroidery. They really are a full service company, which is something that, you know, I align myself with because we are a full service company. This is one of the things I appreciate, again, about that livable luxury lifestyle. It starts the moment you hit the website. It talks about their philosophy. It talks about their commitment to the earth, their products, and how they're looking for the best quality silks and giving you the best fashion for the money. And then when they arrive, each piece was individually boxed in this beautiful packaging. Shipping was quick, and again, if you use the code Miriam12 right now, you get a 12% discount. These are going to make fantastic Christmas gifts. And I always like to buy a little something for myself at this time of year. This is an easy indulgence that won't break the bank. So this room in particular is, I think, one of the best examples to show you of why it's important to bring a designer in on a project, especially when you're building your own home. But even I have a lot of clients who buy from builders, and they bring me in after they've made the purchase on paper, and we work together to change the architecture, to change the layout of rooms, move walls, to make the space more livable. So in this room, there's a couple of tricks that I did that really, as I said, make it worthwhile to have a designer. So we are on the water. We're not far from it at all. So when we dug, we were limited to how deep we can go because we were hitting the water table. So under this section of the cottage, we only have a crawl space. We did not have a spot for a furnace and water tank and whatnot. And I didn't really want to give up an entire room because with our lot size, we were limited again to how big the house could go. So I came up with this fabulous solution. Behind this wall unit is the stairs to go up to the second floor. So because we don't have a basement and we didn't need another set of stairs going down to it, I have dead space behind here. So I'm going to show you the design decisions that I made with this cabinet and how I got a lot of function in to what really just looks like a wall unit. So let's start off here. Behind these doors, we have a wet bar. I didn't want it completely exposed because it's our family room. It's a room where we entertain, and I didn't feel that a sink would give me that look of livable luxury that I wanted, and it would take away from the beauty of this wall unit. So I designed it in a way where we've got our espresso machine, we've got pull-out shelves, I've got my wine glass holders here, and then down below I've even tucked in a small wine fridge. And then there's our plumbing and garbage on this side. So if we move along, we've got lighting that we hit the switches here. Back here, now we've got a beverage refrigerator. So because these are behind closed doors, I didn't need to go fancy. This was a good trick, a way to spend money. So I got the function and the look. Next, we've got glasses and our sound system, and it's all open at the back because, again, remember, I have dead space back there. You'll see what I've done to it. So now we've built in the TV here, storage underneath, and up above we've got our paraphernalia for the TV, and then you can see an inexpensive accessory idea. I took apothecary jars, and in them are filled seashells and sea glass that my children and I have collected over many years on our trips to Europe and Florida. Now remember, with the TV, we've got dead space behind it, so it's very easy for me to access behind and do all the wiring. On this side, storage, liquor bottles, games, blankets, whatnot. This is the really spectacular piece in this wall unit. Again, dead space. So I've done a walkthrough. It's not pretty, we don't need to go inside, but behind this wall unit is our furnace and stairs to our crawl space where our electrical panel and water tank is. So this took a lot of, obviously, work on paper to get the dimensions exactly right so that I didn't hit the stairs and whatnot. But this is the beauty of having a designer on your project. When we look at the stairs, again, I wanted this to have the look of something that had been here for many, many, many years. So you're going to see that my window cuts into the stringer of the stairs. This was deliberate. I wanted it to look like the upstairs was added over time and the window had already been there. And then if we look up, we have these incredible beams on the ceiling. So it's a look for sure, and one that I wanted, but in this case, it's also functional. In this beam right above me is a heat duct that carries the heat from the furnace back here to the new part of the house. So rather than a full beam, what we did is we had the wood logs sliced and we put them together so that they are empty cavities inside, and this is where we ran all our heat ducts and wiring. So again, another fantastic trick to get the look and to get away from that sort of builder look of bulkheads, because we need the functional things, but there are creative ways to make them look beautiful. And then on the floor, this is reclaimed elm, definitely a more expensive wood floor option, 100%, I'm not gonna lie. The beauty of reclaimed floor is they are bulletproof. There is absolutely nothing that you can do to these that is going to destroy them, because they've already got all those beautiful imperfections. And what we did is we bought extra logs, and we actually had the stair treads made out of the same elm so that we had that beautiful flow. So now the room itself, obviously luxurious in size. This is where we spend all of our time. So it's a mix of flea market finds, do-it-yourselves, and custom. So let's take a look at where we saved money and where we spent money. So what was custom? These fantastic, again, down-filled day beds. This is what is anchoring the room. They're fantastic because if we have extra guests, they're great for sleeping on. They give really, 2 people can sit on each one, so you get a great view of the TV. So these were made custom, and they have slip covers. So I have had these for 15 years. The beauty of slip covers, you throw them in the wash twice a year. The trick is you put them back on wet. So when you wash them, you have to do the zip up, wash them, slowly unzip them, slowly put your pillows back in, and slowly zip them. Slowly being the key. And then you stand them up to dry. I do this twice a year. I've done slip covers since I've had this cottage for over 20 years. Bulletproof, love them. The couch was bought. We found that ready-made. The coffee table, I actually just designed and custom made this a few years ago. Before that, I had a flea market find that we made do with until I kind of figured out what I wanted, and again, that sort of I had more money to spend on things like that. The light fixture, bought it on sale. It was black. Spray painted it myself white, and then had this beautiful shade made for it. And because the chain never sprays as well as the body, I put the sleeve on it to cover that. Flea market finds again, the table behind me, red, pop of color. It's funny, I've actually looked for many years for something to replace this table, because that was just kind of an interim thing, and nothing holds a place in my heart the way this little red table has. All the art in this room is a collection of flea market finds and pieces we bought from street vendors on our travels through Europe. I went to a framing place and basically asked them which frames could be done inexpensively, and then mixed different styles rather than doing them all together. The desk in the corner, this was actually the kitchen table of the original cottage. Didn't want to get rid of it, so I repurposed it here as a desk. And the chair was a garage sale find. I probably paid $5, and then I took the extra money that I would have had to have spent on a chair and put that into a beautiful, luxurious faux ostrich vinyl fabric. And then the chairs in the window you're going to see, again, I actually found them on the side of the street. They were in spectacular condition. So again, upholstered them in vinyl, and I did these beautiful cowhide seats. So a bit of high-low for sure, but very unique. And then I balanced it out with accessories. Again, some flea market, some inexpensive, some you can find on our website. Candles, we have the most beautiful domed match holders on our website, mycuratedinterior.com. You'll find lots of busts. So basically this is the room we spend the most amount of time in. I'm going to now take you to, obviously, the heart of the home, the kitchen.